All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really charming story about three young brothers, Musa, Ibrahim, and Saad. Now, on the surface, this might just read like your standard, everyday tale about getting kids to go to sleep on time. But when we actually look a little closer, it's a surprisingly profound blueprint for building daily habits that shape a really grounded, responsible Muslim character.
But before we actually jump into the boy's journey, I want you to think about something for a second. What really makes a child a successful, well-mannered Muslim? It's a question parents and educators are constantly wrestling with, right? Is it just about memorizing the right things to say, or is it about how our everyday, seemingly small actions reflect our faith? Keep that in the back of your mind as we follow these three boys from their evening playtime all the way through to the next morning.
So, picture this. Our story kicks off by setting this beautifully peaceful scene. Outside, you've got a shining moon and twinkling stars. Inside, it is just pure joy. Musa, Ibrahim, and Saad are hanging out, playing with their favorite toys, building a little mosque, racing cars, just laughing together. I mean, any parent will tell you that getting three young boys to play this calmly is basically an achievement in itself. But it perfectly sets up the ideal foundation for a child's routine. It's a safe, happy environment before the whole bedtime transition even begins.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. When their mom, Amy, walks in, she doesn't just demand they drop everything and go to sleep. Instead, she kicks off this incredibly structured four-step evening routine. First up, pack away the toys, which Amy immediately praises them for being so responsible about. Then, it's straight to the bathroom to brush their teeth, wash their faces and hands, and change into clean clothes. It's such a clear, calming pathway that naturally shifts their energy from playtime to rest time.
And she doesn't just give them a list of chores. Ami frames this whole routine with a really specific piece of wisdom. She tells them, good Muslim children sleep on time so they can wake up fresh in the morning. I love this because she isn't just enforcing some arbitrary household rule. She's explaining the why behind it. She's helping the boys draw a direct, logical connection between the choices they make tonight and how much energy they're going to have tomorrow.
Right around then, their dad, Abu, walks in and literally elevates the whole conversation. He tells them Allah loves children who speak the truth, keep clean, respect their parents, and are punctual. Notice what he did there. Abu just connected their everyday, mundane habits to high spiritual values. Going to bed early isn't just about sleep anymore, it's suddenly tied to punctuality, cleanliness, and ultimately earning the love of Allah. It turns a simple bedtime routine into actual character building.
You'd think kids might resist a bit, right? But their reaction to this guidance is just fantastic. Musa is all in, promising he will sleep early every single day. Ibrahim, already looking ahead to the morning, promises he's going to wake up happily. And then little Saad enthusiastically chimes in, saying he will obey Ami and Abu in absolutely everything. They aren't being dragged to bed, they are enthusiastically buying into these good habits. Ami affectionately pats their heads and prays that Allah makes them righteous, honest, well-mannered, and successful Muslims. And with that beautiful prayer wrapping things up, they recite their bedtime du'a together and climb into their warm beds.
And the payoff for all of this? Total, absolute peace. The main light goes off, a little night lamp glows, and because they went to bed with clean bodies and completely peaceful hearts, the brothers sleep incredibly soundly. In fact, they rest completely undisturbed until the morning birds finally start to sing.
Fast forward to the morning, and we instantly see the domino effect of that great bedtime routine. As the sun comes up, their fresh morning begins. Musa wakes up and joyfully says, Alhamdulillah. Ibrahim and Saad are right behind him. There's no dragging their feet here. They warmly greet their parents with salam, they proactively jump in to help set the breakfast table, and they start their meal with Bismillah. This whole timeline just perfectly captures the amazing energy that comes directly from a healthy evening routine.
Just look at how they tackle that breakfast prep. It wasn't some chaotic scramble. It was highly organized teamwork. Musa took charge of placing the plates, Ibrahim carefully set out all the glasses of milk, and little Sada arranged the spoons and napkins. It's a brilliant illustration that in a well-structured home, everyone has a role. It proves that absolutely everyone, even the youngest kid in the family, can actively contribute to the morning's success.
Obviously, Abu's absolutely thrilled to see this happening. He shares a really profound observation with them, saying, when everyone in the house helps each other, love, happiness, and blessings increase. He's connecting their practical, helpful actions right back to the emotional and spiritual well-being of the entire household. It shows the boys in real time that their good habits actively generate love and bring tangible blessings to their whole family.
So if we take a step back and look at the big picture here,
This story gives us an incredibly clear blueprint to follow. Sleeping on time genuinely benefits your health. Waking up early breeds a successful day. Respecting and obeying parents directly pleases Allah. And on top of that, maintaining cleanliness and helping out around the house are true, undeniable signs of good character. The overarching takeaway here is really a complete package. It's about living your life with love, truth, and high morals.
We've just seen exactly how Musa, Ibrahim, and Saad transformed their standard evening and morning routines into powerful acts of faith and responsibility. So as we wrap up this explainer, my challenge to you is this. Which of these good habits are you actually going to adopt tonight? Seriously, whether it's organizing your space before bed, making a point to wake up with a smile, or just helping set the table, pick one actionable step from this story and put it into practice today. What's one small change you can make tonight that will completely transform your tomorrow?